Welcome to part 1 of 3 of our Cape Town series. In this episode, announcement comes up over the tannoy. BA 59 is delayed until 1300. After a very lengthy travel day or two and a few hours sleep, we finally boarded our flight and was on our way to Cape Town.
On our first day, we took a scenic helicopter flight taking in the marvellous views of Cape Town and the surrounding areas. Be prepared for some delicious food as we went on a 4-hour Cape Town culinary food tour exploring the Bocap and Devorticant areas. Welcome back to a new travel series. Today we are going to Cape Town in South Africa.
Woo!
We're on the way to Heathrow and we're going to be going to like a little shopping centre or shopping mall that's nearby for a couple of hours. We're going to get some dinner there because we had a bad experience with Heathrow Terminal 5 last year. This time last year. It took us an hour and a half to get through security and then we didn't have time to get food or anything. So we thought rather than risk that again, we'll get some dinner at this mall that we're going to.
It's called Two Rivers. It's 10 minutes from Heathrow, so we're going to be very close by. And today we're going, basically when we go to South Africa, it's their winter. It's British summer here, and the temperature's currently 16.5 degrees. Near Heathrow, I don't know if you can hear the rain in the background, but it's pouring down with rain as well. So I think the British weather the last 4 or 5 days has been preparing us to go to South Africa because it is so cold. I'm not even kidding you, it's so cold for like the British summer. I'm freezing. We've got jumpers ready, everything to go. It doesn't feel real. No, it doesn't
feel real. We've been waiting for this holiday for 4 years. So we first booked this 4 years ago, and then obviously you all know what happened with the world. We couldn't go, we kept rebooking, and then we just thought, do you know what, screw it, we're going to save it for this year because it's my 30th birthday. So we thought we'd save it for a special one, and it doesn't feel real. I'm welling up thinking about it because it's going to be epic.
Yeah, we were panicking packing because we had to do jumpers and bed socks.
Yeah, bed socks.
We're staying in a tree house for the night. It's going to be 0 degrees, so we're like...
And we can't wait. Can't bloody wait.
Never packed for a holiday where it's winter somewhere else and it's going to be freaking cold but warm at the same time. Makes no sense. So yeah, we're stuck in a bit of traffic now. We're going to head to this mall, see what that's all about, have a little mooch around for a couple of hours, get some dinner, and then we'll go to the airport. Yeah, and we'll see you at the mall. If it's called a mall or
outlet, shopping centre, who knows. After a wet journey on the M25 towards the Two Rivers shopping centre, we decided to stop and enjoy a cheeky little Nando's before we eventually headed just 20 minutes down the road to check in for our flight.
So we're here at the Premium Plaza Lounge. We've actually got into, Terminal 5, like 5 hours early today. Got through security, bag drop, breeze. Thought we'd use a lounge pass at Plaza Premium. Got some really good functions here in the lounge. We've got a socket here, which I'll show you in a minute, and just got a charging station. The food is pretty pants here, I wouldn't even recommend it. Drinks are alright, I guess. Seating situation dire. As you can see where me and Ellie are, we're sitting opposite at the moment. Still waiting, we've got an hour and a half to our flight to Cape Town. I want to show you this cool little feature. Boom, 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 party night. Boom, boom, boom. The party light function here, which is probably entertaining because you can't see all else around here. So we're just probably going to play with my party light before we go on the plane. You know, get the mood going and everything. Yeah, mate, and you can move it around, look. You see, look. Our only entertainment was messing around in this lounge, but honestly, it was so terrible, we wouldn't recommend this to anyone. Later on though, however, we got the biggest shock ever. Good morning.
From Gatwick Airport. That's right, if you're thinking, hang on a minute, yesterday they flew from Heathrow. Yeah, we were supposed to, but no, we're in Gatwick Airport.
Been a shower. So what happened yesterday, obviously you saw us in the lounge and then we headed over to the gate. Sitting there, the gate didn't show up for ages when it was supposed to. So we're the only ones at the gate because we're like the last flight out of Terminal 5. And next thing we're all sitting there, announcement comes up over the tannoy. It says BA 59 is delayed until 1300 and we're all sitting there like, what?
But it wasn't person tannoy, if that makes sense.
Oh,
Like,
no.
It wasn't a person speaking on the tannoy. It was a automated tannoy. So we were all sat there thinking, hang on a minute, maybe they've got that wrong. Maybe they think 2300 because our flight was supposed to be at 10:30. So we thought, okay, hopefully 2300. Maybe they've just made an error. There was hardly anyone around, no staff. It was honestly shocking.
Biggest show of shit. I don't know the ass from the elbow. They couldn't organise a piss up in a brewery if they wanted to. Surprised I didn't lose my...
I did lose shit.
I'm surprised we didn't bawl our eyes out and cry. So what's happened, we've been waiting to, for those of you who knew, not watching, have not watched us, tuned in, we've been waiting 4 years to go to South Africa. Obviously everyone knows what happened in 2020. And then we had all these travel restrictions with Cape Town. This trip kept getting cancelled every year. And now this year we're like, when we come to the airport, we're like, we don't trust British Airways, something's going to happen. Now this has happened, we delayed 14 hours, so we're missing out a good 3/4 of the day in Cape Town now. Luckily we didn't book anything. We have a food tour, which
was supposed to be
we'll
for
land.
today.
Yeah.
We were going to originally book it for today, but I'm glad we didn't. However, so that was shower of number 1. Shower of number 2, it continues. We were in the airport by the gate, and there's like, yeah, we can get you a hotel. We can't get you a hotel at Heathrow. You have to go to Gatwick.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
So we'll put on coaches, and we can give you a hotel if you need it. If you don't need it, then that's fine. You can pay for a hotel here at Heathrow if you wanted to, but
yeah, minimum was 360 quid
for a hotel for the night.
The Hilton attached to Terminal 2 was 600 for a night.
Yeah, and they only reimburse you for £200. So obviously we would have been massively out of pocket, so we just decided to go with the Gatwick. We got told to go down to bus stop number 19 to get our coach. Went down there, and some people had hotel vouchers, some people didn't. Someone said we needed to go back up to the terminal to go to Holiday Connections where they'll give us a voucher. Anyway, we spent another half an hour at least faffing about in there.
Yeah.
Not one BA staff member knew what was going on.
No.
By this point, I was in tears because I was just knackered and I was just over it. So anyway, went back down to bus stop 19, got on our coach, which felt like it took an age. How long did it take?
50 minutes on the coach. We got here at just after midnight. By the time we got to room, it was probably like 20 to 1, and we had like 4.5 hours sleep.
I mean, that wasn't even the end of it. The coach driver dropped us off at North Terminal.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Airport Hotel at Gatwick at South Terminal.
Yeah.
When South Terminal Hotel, he took us to the North Terminal and said, off you go.
Oh, not only that, when we got off the bus, there's no BA representative there, so they didn't even tell us what hotel we were going to or anything. Like, it was just like we're all lost sheep following one another.
Like
no one told us what hotel we're going to, honestly. It was so... I'm never flying with BA ever again. Ever again. That's it. They've done it for me.
Yeah.
I'd rather go... If we come this way again, I'm going to fly in direct and just go with Emirates via Dubai because it's a lot easier. Sorry for the rant, by the way.
It would have been better if they'd handled it better. Like, just no one knew what to do. And it's like, I'm pretty sure this sort of happens with BA a fair amount. Like, they would be pretty sure what to do. No one knew what to do. And that's what I think what pissed a lot of people off. It's because they didn't know how to handle it. And they were sending people here, there and everywhere. And it was just shocking. Anyway, rant over. We're at the hotel now. We've had some breakfast.
And on the plus side, we're getting £520 each for being delayed 14 hours. So...
Oh yeah, plus we get £20. We can spend £20 on food, so we're going to get some lunch later at the airport.
Claim that back.
And you can claim that back.
I want to buy a gold-plated roll and charge BA for it. It's got 20 quid. So anyway, we're at the Hilton. We'll just show you around briefly. So the bed was very, very comfortable, at least. We don't have a view out of the room, but I mean, yesterday it was absolutely pouring down. You can see planes taking off over in that corner. I thought you're probably not even going to see it. Your chair, stool, luggage. We have no underwear at all. So I rubbed my balls all in the bed last night naked.
So that's another thing. They wouldn't give us our suitcases back. So thank God I had like a few little bits in my hand luggage, like toothbrush, toothpaste, makeup, face cleaning stuff, all of that jazz. We're wearing the same knickers and underwear.
Well, I'm not wearing knickers. Can you imagine me secretly wearing knickers? Oh, no, it's not happening. So we obviously got the main door, got a mirror, got your shower and the bath, which the shower is alright. I nearly burnt myself this morning because, there's a massive hot and cold sign which I couldn't see. So luckily I bought contact lenses with me, and because I can't see anything, I was in the shower, it was like come out boiling hot and I was screaming, I was like, Jesus Christ, so hot. But anyway, the bus is picking us up at 9 AM, it's 7:30 at the moment. Flight's at 1, so that's delayed, then we'll probably speak to you when we're on the plane, because we've got a day flight now, not a night flight. We arrive into Cape Town at 10 to 2 in the morning, so we've missed the whole, from like 11 in the morning on a Wednesday in Cape Town. So we missed 14 hours, so we're missing a whole day in Cape Town pretty much. We still get like a quarter of a night on our first night in Cape Town. So we'll get there like 3, half 3 in the morning. So, sorry about the rant. It's basically our dream holiday's turned into a nightmare today and travel day already. We're positive anyway, we get some extra money, so it's all good. I'm going to claim the shit out of them, and I need to call the insurance company in a minute, so...
I'm going to watch Mr. Bean.
Yeah, we're watching Mr. Magoo, so...
No, we're not watching Mr.
Oh, Mr. Bean, so we're watching kids stuff on the TV because there's nothing else better on. But we shall see you on the plane. We've gotten through security. Security was a bit of a nightmare coming through. So what happened is, because we were registered in airside yesterday, they had to manually enter all of us in to come in airside again, so we queued in line. QR codes didn't work on our boarding passes, so we had to queue up in another line to get all our details entered manually. And
then once we'd gone through, we had to queue up in another line.
This is mental, but we're by our gate. The app says B43 for our gate. The weather's looking a bit better. It's just rained at Heathrow at the moment, so hopefully we'll get going.
Yeah.
And yeah, this travel day has been a bit of a nightmare. BA gave us well, they didn't actually give us a £10 voucher each. We had to ask someone.
They should have gave it to us yesterday, because a few people had it from yesterday, but they didn't give it to us.
No.
So we had to physically ask for it, like they weren't just handing them out willy-nilly, which is just... like, blows my mind that they wouldn't just give them to people that had been on that flight.
No, so we've saved the receipts. We've got to claim back. We've got to put our claim through BA soon. We've got our lunch, which we're going to eat in a second, and then we'll be taking off to Cape Town very shortly, won't we?
Hopefully.
Better bloody do, I tell you. Come on, keep your fingers crossed for us. We'll get going, and we'll see you on the aircraft. I'm a big guy, and look how much room I don't have. You pay for extra leg room, look, friggin' can't even fit both the shoulders in the seat. After finally boarding the aircraft and we paid £125 for these extra legroom seats, I'm going to leave you with a little image until you see us in Cape Town. Picture a T-Rex sitting there with a knife and fork in hand trying to eat a plain meal. That's all I'm going to say. Look where we are!
Good morning!
Yeah, we're actually in Cape Town. Look, you've got Lion's Head behind us.
So we arrived at about 3 AM this morning.
Yeah.
The best thing about arriving somewhere where in the dark basically is waking up the next morning to see everything that's around, and I couldn't believe we could see Table Mountain from our room.
Yeah, it's the first time we've ever arrived anywhere at night, and it's quite we follow the bucket list family, and Garrett always says it's always nice arriving at night because in the morning you're surprised by the scenery around you. I mean, look behind us. I don't want to try and swear, but I think it's an exception. Holy it's so nice. Yes, we're on the V&A waterfront. Also, we have this hotel is probably rated, I don't know, one of the best. It's the Silo Hotel.
No, I think it is rated the best. It's rated the best hotel in Cape Town. Yeah,
and we're literally right opposite it. It is absolutely crazy. We've got everything. Is obviously a really clear day. Plan this morning is we haven't had breakfast. It's 8:45. We're going to go down and have some breakfast. We're going to do a helicopter tour this morning.
Hopefully.
We're doing a food tour later on this afternoon. Yeah, and we're here at the Radisson Red on the rooftop. You can see behind us, you've got like a food truck, they do a bar and stuff.
They do, this bar's open till 2 AM. They do certain stuff, like last Friday they done like a silent disco, so they do all sorts of stuff here as well. It's like quite a hit, trendy hotel, isn't it?
After taking in the glorious views Cape Town had to offer of Table Mountain and Lion's Head, we finally headed down and had breakfast in our hotel.
After we ate breakfast, we decided to explore the V&A waterfront. Little did we know that this Cape Fur seal would be the only one we'd see during our time in Cape Town. Our next stop was Cape Town Helicopters, where we watched a quick safety video before our flight.
This flight was included in a Cape Town Premium City Pass, which we'll link down below, and we highly recommend getting this on your visit to Cape Town. We then soaked up the views of what Cape Town had to offer. Thanks to our man Peter, who we met on our trip. For some extra footage, check out his channel, which we'll link down in the description below. Just finished our helicopter tour. That was absolutely amazing. There's a little helicopter. So we're heading back to the helicopter Cape Town now. It's like 10:30, so I don't know what else we're going to do. We've got like an hour and a half until we've got our Cape Town culinary tour, so we're probably just going to mooch around the V&A waterfront. I think this was epic. I mean, some of them views you would have seen is absolutely brilliant. Couldn't recommend that enough. Like, that was such a good, it's like a go-kart in the sky. That's all I can describe it. Sorry about the noise, might be a bit loud. The heli's just landed. But yeah, so we're gonna have a look around here and we'll catch you back in the office. We finished our helicopter tour. We're back. They dropped us off at the wharf, which is like the mall behind us. It's been awesome, isn't it? South
Honestly,
Africans are lovely.
The best way to start the day. The weather is absolutely perfect for a helicopter tour.
Yeah.
It was so good. Honestly, I was so nervous, but I don't know why I was nervous because it was amazing.
No, it was brilliant, and round here looks really fun. Like in the summer, we're definitely coming here next December, aren't we? 100,000,000%. We're here at the Bo-Kaap Deli. We're in the Bo-Kaap region in Cape Town. We're here to start our Cape Town culinary food tour. So for those of you watching, we are vegetarians, so we will be trying vegetarian alternatives. Cape Town's a very meaty capital, as our guide just told us. So it's a 4-hour walking tour. We'll be going to a few other different restaurants, trying some like local, I think, beers, wine, alcohol.
We'll see. We'll show you what we taste.
We'll show you everything. So stick along. Come along for the food journey. Hopefully you don't get food envy and hungry while you're watching this, and we'll get going on with the food tour.
The first stop on our food tour started at Bo-Kaap Deli. Here we tried Koo Sister, which is a traditional Cape Malay donut, and we enjoyed this with some local tea and coffee.
Got a sweet drink first of all that we're going to do. So the Noonga. Got a flat white coffee as well. We've all got one of these. This is our second one. We've already eaten this before we've even...
So they've got like cinnamon in it, they've got coconut on it. Very sweet. Very nice.
Really sweet, yeah. Bon appetit. Enjoy. We're stopping 4 locations. We're doing 2 neighbourhoods, Bo-Kaap, and then we're doing De Waterkant. So we're going around there, trying loads of different things and different crafts.
Some days they rattle the window and everyone gets a big fright and it's hilarious. But
we're just walking through Bo-Kaap. As you can see, the colourful buildings behind us. Which got a lot of history around here, quite a lot of history on the tour, which is really nice. There's so much history in Cape Town. There's so much. These buildings are beautiful as well, by the way. If you're in Cape Town, you have to come Bo-Kaap. Food tour's good so far. We're going to be stuffed at the end of this, and it's good. So we'll turn the camera around. I'll show you where. So this is like the main street, as you can see. Got all the coloured. There's a lot of different coloured buildings around. As you see, it goes all the way down the street.
Yeah, you just have to be careful with what streets you are coming on. Obviously, if you've got a guide,
we're with a guide,
they know
we're fine.
where to go, where not to go. But if you're coming on your own, just be careful as to what streets that you do turn up on.
So just make sure you're careful.
So far, so good. We love it.
Yeah, we love Cape Town. So we're going to go around the corner in a sec. We took a walk through Bo-Kaap and learnt about the rich history in the area. Our second stop was Marco's African Place, which was on the border between Bo-Kaap and De Waterkant. We were served a traditional South African dish. The veggie option included Tanzanian sukimi wiki. We're at our second stop. We've got, Justin, can you pronounce it for us?
Umqombothi.
I'm not even going to pronounce that, but yeah, we're going to try this and...
There we go. You're gonna try second sip. Second sip is always better than the first, right? And if it's not for you, it's not for you. That's
no,
okay.
I really like that actually.
Fantastic.
I'm shocked because from the smell of it, I'm like, I thought I was going to pull a face, but I'm ready for your taste.
I like it. I like it a lot. But of course, that's because it's
kind of like yogurt with wood. Is a way I can describe it.
Yeah. It's almost like a Chardonnay.
Yeah,
spoon.
it's very woody.
But it's nice.
Yeah.
Quite like it.
I'm not sure.
Well, I like it. I'll be drinking
I'm
mine.
surprised you like that.
Yeah, I know, I am.
Wow.
There we go. How's that?
Probably the more taste we have, the better it'll be as well.
The next visit was in the Vortican area at Cafe Charles. Here we tried their bobotie with an apricot chutney and sambal. This was paired with some bubbles, which was a sparkling Sauvignon Blanc from Steenberg in the Constantia wine valley.
Like it? Nice. Our final stop of the day was the second oldest bar in South Africa called the Fireman's Arms. We enjoyed castle lager straight from the tanks and an amber gin. We also had a potato curry puff pastry, followed by a syrupy malva pudding with a custard to end on a sweet note. We're back from a Cape Town culinary tour. We're not sure what you've seen from that, by the way, so apologies if it's like missy, matchy.
Some of the places we went to, like especially the last place we went to, the bar was quite loud in there, so we couldn't have filmed in there really, could we? So,
No, it's just
but Justin
British.
from Cape Town Culinary Tours, fantastic.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. Like, I'd highly recommend that tour.
Yeah, and we booked this trip through watching Dave Manny, who does YouTube as well. He lives in Kenya, but he's Canadian, and that's what made us book this, and we really enjoyed it. I've tried a lot of food that I wouldn't have eaten, which I really enjoyed actually. Like,
We'll leave
a lot.
the link to their website in the description if
Yeah.
you're interested. If you're coming, highly recommend it. I mean, yeah, Justin's just a wealth of knowledge. He's so much history of Cape Town that we didn't even realise.
Anyway, Ellie will show you this, what he gave us as a little treat a minute ago. It's the ones we had bobotie. Is that
Bobotie. So bobotie is like a Cape Malay dish, and we had it at one of the stops that we stopped at, and it was like so we had the vegetarian version, but actually that's the original version of bobotie, and it's like a dal. If you've ever had like an Indian dal before, that's what it's like. And he gave us these little step-by-step recipe with all the spices and everything you need to make your own bobotie, and it's got like the instructions on the back of how to make it.
Yeah.
How
and
sweet.
Yeah, exactly.
How cute.
We're back at a room, by the way. I don't know if we told you, we're staying at the Radisson Red.
So as you enter the room, you've got hooks.
Yeah, let's show you the hooks. Look, let me just...
Hooks are great. Great because you can just hang your jackets up and stuff like that. So as you come in, on your right hand side, you've got your bathroom. Fairly small, compact, but it's got whatever you need. Nice big walk-in shower, decent shower as well. Obviously you've got your sink, and obviously you get your towels provided as well.
Yeah.
And then you come into the main bedroom area where you've got lots of wardrobe space actually. Not too many hangers, but yeah, still loads of storage space. You've got a hairdryer and you've got a safe as well. Nice big bed.
Comfy.
Actually very comfortable last night, wasn't it? Massive TV, which we won't use, to be honest with you. And then you've got like a sort of a seating area here. And the best part of it is the view.
Yep.
The view is absolutely stunning.
Oh, and before we mention, we've got a fridge. So we've got, like, if you want to buy juices, got a fridge, and then you've got some glasses there if you want some water. They'll give you some water as well. And then we've got this view. So you've got Lion's Head just there. That is Signal Hill. And then you've got Table Mountain just up there. So we are going to head out to the waterfront quick. Most of the things shut at 5. We're just going to walk around and look. It's only thing coming in winter, a lot of the things are shut earlier, aren't they?
I don't know, we're so full, we've eaten so much food, it's ridiculous.
No, yeah, so we'll head out and then we'll catch you when we're down and out and about in a bit. We're currently down by the watershed. We wanted to show you how nice the V&A waterfront is because we're by the opposite where our hotel is at the moment. But look how nice Table Mountain is without clouds on, and then I think that was saying that's Signal Hill over there. Our hotel is this one here, and then you've got the Silo Hotel, which is just there, which is like world famous. Very highly rated.
It's like, I think it's classed as one of the best hotels in Cape Town.
Yeah.
It's obviously very expensive to stay there.
Or some of the rooms are
Stunning.
bloody
Absolutely
gorgeous.
Stunning. But this area is lovely. Like, I would highly recommend staying. I think it does cost a little bit more to stay on the V&A waterfront.
but I think it's worth it because of an evening you can just walk around freely. There's security, literally on every corner there's security. Not because it's dangerous, but just to make it safe for tourists and locals as well. Just gonna have a little wander around and
And also, just note, the places when we walk around Bocap with a guide, even with, I think if Justin wasn't there, I wouldn't have felt uneasy or anything. Just just have your wits about you.
It's just knowing what roads that are safe to go down and what roads are not. So obviously because we've never been here, we wouldn't know that. And obviously Justin knows, doesn't he? Like all the locals know, but
yeah, he lives there, so it's easy enough. We're on the hunt for seals. We're trying to find some seals around the harbour.
Yeah.
You can see some, when we're in the helicopter earlier, we could see some seals dotted around in the sea. Apparently you can see a lot of whales, so that would be nice to see. You can do boat whaling trips. Obviously the water's really calm today, there's no swells, which is nice if you're not boat sick like me most of the time. We plan to go up Table Mountain. Now the problem is next 2-3 days it's going to be rainy and windy, like very windy, so I don't know kind of stuff we're going to do, but we're going to enjoy taking this scenery and then we're going to walk around and explore a bit more. We're back from the waterfront, done a little bit of shopping, only a tiny bit. I bought 2 items that I weren't expecting to buy, but we'll show you them. So for those of you who don't know, we collect Starbucks mugs. We found a Cape Town mug, which is probably the most expensive thing we've bought today, more expensive than the other 2 things. So it's got like all Signal Hill, Cape Wheel, penguins from Boulders Beach. That cost 550 rand, which was £25. And then I got a little beanie and I got a Africa Continent grey hat as well, which was nice. This was 250 rand, this was 215, so altogether it was like £19.78 for both of them. On that, thanks for watching this. It's still travel day, isn't it? Kind of like our first day in Cape Town, like our first video here. We had a really good day today, awesome day. For those of you who are new, make sure you like, share and subscribe along, because it'll be really awesome if you do. We've got 3 more days in Cape Town, then we head over to Marikeli National Park for a safari, and Ellie's turning 30, and we've got a nice little surprise that we're doing for your birthday that she knows because I blabbed too much.
it's not a surprise.
No.
But the highlight of the day was the Cape Town culinary food tour. So I know I said this earlier, but I would highly recommend that food tour. They do different ones as well. And if you've got any questions about it that we didn't cover during the video, drop them in the comments below because we're happy to help.
And we'll try and answer the best we can.
Definitely recommend. It was fantastic. It
was brilliant. Anyway, we are off. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe and follow along, and we'll see you tomorrow for another Cape Town Day adventure.
See you next
week. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.